In November, then San Jose State assistant volleyball coach Melissa Batie-Smoose filed a Title IX complaint against the school over its handling of a trans player on the women's team. The school then suspended her, and this week her contract officially expired. Now they are not rehiring her. Joining us now with her side of the story is Melissa Batie-Smoose. Melissa, I can only imagine what it must have been like for you when you first went to San Jose. You probably never dreamed that you were going to wind up in a fight over trying to prevent a biological male from being in the locker room with your players and traveling and rooming with female players on the female volleyball team.
Correct. It's kind of crazy to think that.
How did we get here?
Yeah, I moved my family here 2 years ago across the country from Connecticut. And, this was never told to me in advance. And I was supposed to continue to recruit new student athletes and lie to their families. And as I'm building relationships with them and their parents, it's just been a long 2 years. Just standing up for what's right and making sure we're continuing to support women and women's sports is what I stood up for. And now currently after 30 years in my career, have been let go.
So I want to play a clip from the co-captain of the team, Brooke Slusser, talked to Fox Digital earlier. Oh, it's a quote. So she said, you can't truly voice how you're feeling without them just trying to cover it up. With Melissa, you could voice how you felt, and you could comfort you and validate your feelings, and at least make you feel heard. So you really did wind up kind of in a position of being the only sane person in the situation.
Yes, correct.
And obviously the students were, what's the most shocking part of all of this is the fact that normal adults aren't standing up for these. I mean, they're teenagers.
Yes. The people around them were not supporting them. The administration, the athletic department, the head coach were all protecting the male and pretty much gaslighting everybody involved. It was very, tough situation for all of them, very traumatic, that what they had to go through. And it's unfortunate. They have 4 years to play collegiate volleyball. And, their last 2 years were affected so much and not being able to play some of their matches. And
well, San Jose State says that they are unable to comment on the situation. But it looks like the Trump administration has decided to actually to reverse Joe Biden's twisting of the Title IX program to basically return common sense by enforcing the idea that Title IX applies to actual women. Step in the right direction, I think.
Yes, it's a great first step in the right direction. Now we need to continue it, and it has to become the laws change, and the NCAA make those changes necessary so that we save women's sports and that we continue to, have women's sports.
Well, I think that the only reason there has been a return of some common sense is because of people like you standing up and saying this is insane and it can't go on. So we thank you very much for that, Melissa, and thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
Great to see you.